It's your night tonight.
Fan for my money, an NBA game is
We have great fans here. I like the family atmosphere.
yes, management takes it very seriously and so do we.
Comme ça, à l'ancienne.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA. This is Game 3 for these teams in the NBA Cup Tournament group play. That adds an extra level of intensity, doesn't it?
Kevin, it certainly does, especially because one of these teams has much more to lose. At this point, only one of them might be playing to advance in this tourney.
So here's Miami's starting group. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jovic in at the 4. Count it.
Les vibrations, je les ai senties.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Pass to Jovic. Back to Hero. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
Back to MP. Off with the layup. Hero on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP, good.
Well, that's on the defense. How did they let MP get deep positioning like that?
Powell outside. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Mitchell against MP. Rebound by Mitchell.
J'ai raté.
The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Warriors. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that. Acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A terrific addition. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the paint. White finds MP. Got it. Good job in the low post. MP's got 8.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Has to wear. Here's Paul. There's the pick. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Gonzalez grabs the board. Here's MP. Misses in close. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Hero passes to Mitchell. 1:43 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jovic. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 5. MP kicks to White. Back to MP. Rebound by the Heat. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 mates are from beyond the arc.
Chicago making some...
C'est le premier carton. 25. Ok. Balani.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. On the court for the Heat, we've got Jaime Jaquez. Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Smith. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Powell with a screen on White. Smith for 3. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. MP dishes to Collins. Feeds away. Good work there as it goes. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
Already showing some solid skills as a passer. That'll really serve MP well in the long run of his career.
Now here's Powell. 8 points for him. Smith with a wide open look. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Powell outside. Wiggins sets a screen for Powell. Off target with his 3. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. So, staying after an up-and-down start to his career, Kobe White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin. And it's because of 2 things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
Now here's Giddey. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Powell pulls it in. Miami trailing. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey team, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you, Kevin.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Zach Collins. And Buzelis subbed in for Josh Giddey. Pass to White. Back to MP.
La passe.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%,
Il y a une moyenne de 2 sur 2.
which is a decent rate.
Ouais, il est
Now,
bon,
here's
c'est
Mitchell. Still without a
bon.
basket.
Non, pas mal.
Higgins outside, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Heat shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, what you have to love about Hero is how confident he is. Some of the shots he takes and makes demonstrate that to a T.
Here's where he gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, here's Dosumu. Here's White. Traps in the tray. White's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Hero scanning the floor. From outside the arc, Chicago grabs the miss. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Man, that game goes down.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Qualification officielle.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
C'est ça qui est intéressant. Je suis numéro 29, numéro 0, je sais pas.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Ken, and we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships? And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Miami Heat. When you have... And that's a halftime wrap.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Bruce Ellis, MP out there with White, and it's Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan.
Putain.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hero. At the elbow, it's MP. On the wing, Dosunmu. MP against Mitchell. Vucevic trying to get open. And that one's good. MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Powell. A beautiful reverse layup. Powell's got 10.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's Mitchell. He has yet to score. Has to wear. Fires for 3. Gonzalez grabs the ball. MP with it. Now defended by Powell. MP passes to Dosunmu.
Faut pas forcer le passage parce que ça peut
MP inside. Powell on him. It's tipped.
Je t'ai contré.
Hero from long range sinks the triple. Heroes got 6 points in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Kobe White. Just about halfway through group play, here are the NBA Cup standings.
This competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Ware. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his third assist on the night. Chicago leading. Here's MP. Vucevic trying to get open. MP, good. MP's got 20 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Oh, that's good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
A nice shot by MP.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
For three, Mitchell. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Giddey. Back to MP. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Now here's Powell. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Dosunmu, the pass to MP. Pass to Vucevic. It's picked off. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hero. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
Inside, MP gets it.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And here is Hero. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Help me out!
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bet.
The Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Vucevic comes in for Patrick Williams. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Kevin Huerter. And MP subbed in for Josh Giddey. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Nice pass by Hero. He is a highly skilled player.
On the floor for Miami, Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hero, he drills the three.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot.
MP got it to go off the glass.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Heat trail by 9. Mitchell outside. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now MP. the glass.
Great pass by Booch. One of the most skilled bigs of his generation.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And down goes the three.
Well, they're right to trust Hero in these moments. He's a very reliable scoring option.
Now MP. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's the shot. Great job in close.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Hero down low gets it to go.
Well, you see the flashy handles from Hero. He's not afraid to take chances on offense.
MP. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch? 7-point differential.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now. Well, this was a high-pressure moment, but that didn't seem to bother Jokic.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Now we'll hear from Allie LaFleur since he's got a story for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And Hero is so confident. When he's looking to score inside, he does not back away from contact.
Ah, ça lui fait bizarre. Je l'ai connu avec des cheveux blancs.
And he is unable to get the second one.
A disappointing trip to line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Ouais, mais c'est qui ont la balle, c'est pour ça faire.
Hero against White, shoots the three, buries the deep ball.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
MP driving.
Allez.
White against Hero. MP looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Un écart.
To tie it up. No good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
13. At the line for Chicago.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And this is their first win of the group stage after losing their first two.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP.
Oh, the game is going to let you know. It has.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific job, Jennifer. Thanks so much. And
Dégoûté, moi je les ai marre. C'est C'était mal parti au début, mais après. Après, ça y est, ça a mieux été. Alors, voyons voir ce que je peux améliorer. Contre. Contre, ça peut Même s'il a pas beaucoup de contrôle du ballon, ça peut être bien aussi. Bah là je peux pas, mais sinon par la suite contrôle du ballon et tout, ça risque d'aller. Ça peut risquer. Ça peut aller, ça peut risquer, mais ça peut aller. On a ils ont la tête du goth. Là je peux mettre les mascottes. Là je l'ai pas eu sur PS5. Béné le boule. Ah ouais, ça c'est stylé je trouve. La tenue du gladiateur. Ah je vais... Ouais, tenue des bah maillot, l'ensemble. Là ça fait longtemps que j'ai plus joué.
Hey, ready, MP?
Ouais, je détente sèche. Son petit détente sec, détente sèche, une détente, c'est un peu sec mais vrai, bien détente sec, détente sèche, une détente. Ah il est pas mauvais, hein, regardez, il est pas mauvais. Ça nous fait 3, ça passe quand même. Ça fait 3, ça passe quand même. Allez. Là. Ouais, comme ça, les performances ils seront un peu mieux, on va dire. Ils sont pas mal, mais ce sera mieux. Je sais pas pourquoi j'ai moins du coup. Parce que des fois t'as les 3 d'un coup.
Good, MP.
Pour go faire le match,
He's about to tear it up.
obligatoire. Ce n'est pas obligatoire.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set. Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Ali LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Sarr in at the 5 spot. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Carrington, no good. MP outside. Oh, ripped away. Pass to Coulibaly. The 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And the basket by MP.
These types of
2 points d'écart.
The looks are easy for MP. The defense must make it harder for the young guy.
Here's Carrington. And again, Washington with a triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And it's Coulibaly missing. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's MP. Deflected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Ce vieux truc de merde.
Coulibaly with it. Now guarded by White. That one's good from Kispert on the assist by Coulibaly.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Vas-y.
Here's MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Sarr.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
And both free throws good for MP. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the middle. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Bulls trail by 7. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Washington has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Kispert outside. Here's Carrington. Sends it home from three-point land. Carrington's got 9.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
You know, with a league-wide focus on three-point shooting, Corey Kispert should feel good about his job security, Tim.
Yeah, sharpshooters are always going to be in demand, Brian, and that's Kispert's primary role. But he's also become an efficient finisher at the rim.
Now here's MP. Last game out, 36 points for him.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Koulibaly. Back to Carrington. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Herder. Bulls trail by 6. The drive by MP. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Back to Carrington. Washington moving the ball around. And he takes that one up and powers it.
En plus, on est au premier quart-temps.
Through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
There's the block. They retain possession. Vucevic's shot is off. Washington leading by 6. Outside Carrington. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
White. And the layup is good off the glass.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
And here's Middleton. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Toronto. Here he goes. Ooh, some solid defense from Herder. And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right. Hope you... Making some changes. Herder's checked in for Williams. White comes in for DeSumo. And MP subbed in for Jones. And then for Washington, Middleton is checked in for Gill. Koulibaly comes in for Whitmore. And it's Carrington in for Johnson. Kevin Herder out there with Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Count it. Carrington's got 15 points.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Washington. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It seemed like they were forcing shots, and the shooting percentage reflected that.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Ooh, MP going to work inside.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
George outside. Now here's Carrington. Tight defense on him. Here's Koulibaly. Knocks down the long J. Koulibaly's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's MP. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
George outside. Takes the 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back over to you, Brian.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Here's MP. Rebound by Middleton. Wizards leading by 12. A huge part of the Milwaukee Bucks 2021 championship run. Chris Middleton.
Yeah, he averaged 24 points a game during those playoffs, BA. And his injury the following year was a big reason the Bucks didn't repeat. Middleton, at his all-star peak, was something special.
Yep, that one goes.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For Chicago, Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. And Buzelis is subbed in for Giddey. And then for Washington, Sarr's checked in for Bagley. And Kispert is subbed in for George. Out to the right wing. Back to Carrington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Carrington's got 12 points now in the quarter. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 15-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Outside Coulibaly. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Washington shooting their first free throw of the evening. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And it's Washington with the ball. Now Carrington. 26 points for him. Off the mark there with a three. 30 seconds left in the first half of this one. MP outside. Into the lane. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
Middleton with it. Now Herter defending. Middleton, no good. MP outside. Oh, what a floater from MP.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Here's Coulibaly. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Washington Wizards ending the quarter up 10. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be right back after this word.
Thanks for...
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name. You know.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are... Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's...
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. This has been quite a game. For Carlton Carrington.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
On the court right now for the Wizards, we've got Corey Kispert, Carlton Carrington out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Alexander Sarr, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
All right, Tim, let's focus on Bilal Coulibaly. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. My goodness.
Man, tremendous tools for a wing defender, B.A. He was a late bloomer, and he's still working on his skill level, but if that comes along, watch out.
Washington leading by 13. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a look now at the rookies that have been on fire lately. MP, number 1.
He's shown that under the right circumstances, he can really make his presence felt on the scoreboard.
.90 seconds into the second half now. And he's going for the lob! And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
MP inside, covered by Carrington. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 32 points in the game. Washington leading by 13. Middleton with it. Still without a bucket. It's Carrington on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with a board.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's MP. Some solid defense from Koulibaly.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. A chance here to compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Bulls.
And their guards have done all they could to keep it close. But they need more balance. They need the front court to do something.
Herder passes to MP. MP, the flush!
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And they get it back. Outside Carrington, jacks up a three, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it. Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. MP no good. Wizards leading by 14. They set the screen. Pass to Sarr. Outside Carrington. Off target from outside.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
MP. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
This is the second trip to the line in the game. Chicago making some changes. Williams is checked in for Buzelis. Giddey comes in for Herder. And it's Dosunmu in for White. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Bagley's checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Middleton. Whitmore's checked in for Koulibaly. And it's Johnson in for Carrington. Misses the baby hook. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. At one point, they led by 16.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Power move from MP.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bagley sets a screen. Here's Whitmore outside. On the wing, Whitmore. Pass to Johnson. George for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's MP. No good. And so it's the Washington Wizards in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Boy, they... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a
getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Herder's checked in for Dosunmu. And MP subbed in for Giddey. A big group substitution here for Washington. Sarr's checked in for Bagley. Kispert comes in for George. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Carrington in for Johnson. We've got Kobe White. Kevin Herder out there with Buzelis. Then it's MP. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Washington leading by 9. Middleton outside. And there's a pick. He launches. Rebounded by Vucevic.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
It's good.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Outside MP. And it's rejected. Middleton fires. Another chance. And there's the layup. Good.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You've got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
MP. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Washington leading by 9. Now Middleton. Oh, no good on the layup.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Vucevic, yes, using that window.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
Beyond the arc. Oh, it misses.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Buries it.
Oh, he is just flat out clutch. MP embraces whenever the spotlight is on him.
And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for Washington. Oh, got a piece of it. White with the steal. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! Locked in on the J.
Ice cold there from Kobe White. Not rushing or forcing it. He got the right shot. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Herter outside from deep. It's money from deep.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
And let's see what they draw up.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They trail by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out. Take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Woo. Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
So it's Washington who scrapes by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them.
Ça donne quoi en temps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. En vrai, il y a des défaites, je comprends pas. Il y a des victoires, je comprends pas non plus. Défaites, je comprends pas. Bah, là, c'est pas tellement. Là, c'était 5 points d'écart. Là, pareil, c'est. En général, c'est pas des. Toujours. Bah, là, un peu plus. Là, c'était 1 point d'écart. J'ai eu de la chance. Là, pareil, 1 point d'écart. Là, je les ai explosés. Là, 2 points d'écart. Là. Pas grand chose. Là, pareil. 3. Là, bon, bah, c'est celui que je viens de faire. Ah, il n'y a pas des masses de. En gros, c'est pas des grosses défaites. À part là, c'était une grosse défaite, mais sinon, dans l'ensemble, ça va. J'ai perdu les deux. Perdu les deux, là, 2 victoires. Ouais, c'est comme je dis, c'est à chaque fois des matchs serrés. Des matchs serrés où en vrai ça passe. Je m'attendais à pire, mais en vrai ça passe. Flotteur, ok. J'en ai 2. Des crocs. Des crocs.
Good night.
J'ai mis pas mal de points en vrai. En vrai, j'ai mis pas mal de points. Je vais vite fait aller sur mon terrain. Comme ça, après, je mange. Je verrai si j'ai un peu de terrain. Un tir un peu forcé. Ouais. Bon, je vais m'arrêter là. On se retrouve tout à l'heure pour du GTA. Voilà. Je live demain sur ce. À plus, peut-être ou à plus tard, on verra. Peace.